Hey guys, Grimble here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Solo Leveling Episode 6. The last episode was a fun one. We found out Jinwoo has leveled up in more ways than one. He's incredibly jacked now. So it seems like all these points he's putting into strength are paying off. It's not just actually increasing his strength, but his physical appearance as well. That's something I wish I could do, magically get all the muscles by just putting points into a system. That'd be cool. And it was also a little bit funny to see how people were reacting to it. The nurses were thirsty. They were all really into the fact that they had this really muscular guy all of a sudden in one of their rooms. And his own sister was a little bit put off by it as well. She's like, abs I can kind of see, but you got taller. That's weird. We also find out that Jinwoo is really cautious about this new ability. He still doesn't quite know how it works or what to do with it, and not really wanting people to know about it until he knows what it is and how he can control it. So for that reason, he decides to continue to take low-level dungeon raid requests. Speaking of which, that's where the rest of the episode sort of takes place, in one of these supposedly low-level dungeons with a new team he's never met before. 6 of which have apparently raided before together. They all seem really close, they know each other really well, and then one other newcomer just like Jinwoo, who seems to be this trust fund kid wearing this really fancy, expensive armor, but unlike the sort of stereotype for trust fund kids, he seems to be a very nice, sweet, kind kid. He is a little bit stronger than what Jinwoo originally was. He is a D-ranked hunter instead of an E-ranked hunter. And Jinwoo even makes the comment that his armor will help make him a little bit more stronger despite his lack of skill. So it does seem like these magic items do quite affect your capabilities in these dungeons to some degree. And I guess one thing early on that really bothers Jinwoo is that this team that they're about to go in with doesn't have a healer. And that really weirds him out a bit. And they also make him sign a contract that says anything that happens in this dungeon stays in the dungeon kind of thing. And we're not liable for anything that happens. And that set me off kind of a bit immediately. It's just like, that's a weird thing to point out and have him sign right away. And of course, we find out that was for good reason. These guys all had ill intent. Once they found the boss, they decided to seal Jinwoo and Jinho, the other newcomer, in the boss's room. My assumption is their plan is to just let the boss take care of them, and then once the boss is done with them, they'll come in and kill it, and then take all these mana crystals that are sitting there just for themselves. But Jinwoo says, fuck that, and seems like he's about to take on the boss himself. So really interested to see what happens next. That being said, let's hop right into it with Solo Leveling Episode 6. If you guys are interested in signing up to my Patreon, you'll be able to take advantage of ad-free content, 3 to 4 weeks early access to all reactions, which for the middle tier and above can include the full-length watch-along reactions. Those that subscribe to the highest tier will also be supporting my game and animation studio, Little Grim Entertainment. You'll have access to a sneak peek look at all of our upcoming games and animated shows.
Just
Bunch of dicks.
we make this more complicated than it had to be. We could have easily killed them then and there.
Fighting them would have woken up the boss, and our big payday would be gone.
Oh, they don't want to fight the boss?
D-rank's as weak as he is mopey. Be a miracle for him in a D-rank without raid experience to beat that spider. Once it eats him, it'll pass right back out, and we can sneak in and claim our distance.
But what if the spider's awake?
We'll chalk it up to bad luck and take the damn thing out.
Okay, so they do think they can take it out.
We're gonna come out of this better than we went in. Jinho's sword and shield alone must be worth a few $100 million. If we can't nab all the mana crystals, his gear will have to do. Q1, think you could take that nasty bastard down yourself?
Yeah, right. Maybe in my wildest dreams.
I feel the same. It's a beast of a magic beast.
Pretty confident that they won't survive.
Get serious! You'd have to be at least a B rank to kill that on your own.
He didn't plan for a hunter that could level up himself, huh?
The odds are like 0, bro.
Even though I reawakened and leveled up a few times, I'm still pretty weak.
I don't think you are.
The blue venom-fanged Kasaka I fought in the instance dungeon was probably D rank. But that golem was as well, if not lower.
Oh no.
This thing's easily uglier than both of them. and safe to assume it's stronger too.
There were several Ds fighting that golem and couldn't do anything, so.
The thought of fighting it doesn't intimidate me. I'm level 18 now.
Whatever that means.
Taking on this thing. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, he has no idea what his level to rank ratio is.
And it's about time the real hunt begins.
Like, he doesn't know if level 18 is a D rank or B rank even. That's tough.
That's one tough shell.
The way he's moving, he can't possibly. So what is he? Did he fake his ranking? It's not unheard of.
Really?
Some hunters have exceptional magic control and make it so they're ranked lower when they register, which earns them the name false rankers.
That's interesting.
Most turn out to be lunatics. The kind of psychopaths who kill for fun.
Damn. I still haven't done any actual damage. And with high fatigue, I'm about to get real slow real fast.
Uh-oh.
I just need a weak spot to aim for. Gotcha!
Eyeballs. Oh! Poison! Yee!
Well, aren't you full of nasty surprises? A new skill, dash.
That's convenient. Ow. Ooh, so close.
If one hit won't cut it.
I thought he was going for an eyeball.
Whoa, he's fast. But does he have the stamina to hang in there?
Almost there!
Uh-oh. Too slow now.
No, Tino!
Did he level up?
I like this!
Ooh, there you go. He did get the eyeball. I think it's already paralyzed. Boy.
Man, am I glad I sat on those daily quest rewards until now.
Oh, it was a reward that
That could have ended very differently.
gave him the full recovery.
Believe it. He totally thrashed that thing by himself.
Wonder how much this will go for.
Hey, boss? If you'd like, I can hold all of the essence stones you get. I'd also be more than happy to take care of your gear. Thirsty, boss? Please, help me out. I insist.
Sure.
Sit back and rest up, boss. I'll excavate the mana crystals while you recharge.
Got yourself a little minion now. Oh.
It's gone into him.
He's terrified, man.
No. They're alive?
Surprise, surprise. Oh. Ouch.
Are you all right?
I am. Thank you for the lesson, sir.
What's really remarkable is how much your defense has improved. It shows you've been practicing.
Though I know my rank is set in stone, there's nothing preventing me from honing my body and technique.
So you did squash the spider.
Guess it was just an overgrown bug and not an overpowered monster.
Damn sure the dude's gear made beating a C-rank boss a cinch.
He's a D rank, though. Thing must have been weak as hell for him to kill it.
Jinho Yu! Your old man's the head of Eugene Construction. Young on you. Isn't that right?
Well, and so what if it is?
It's earned you a chance. Kill Jinhu and you'll live.
Damn.
Don't tell me a D rank is afraid of an E rank loser.
I mean, a little bit afraid.
Wow.
Good guy.
Actually siding with the deadweight.
Good guy.
What? Urgent quest? What the hell is this?
Is it telling him to kill them?
It's been a while. Our things down at the White Tiger Guild lately?
It's business as usual. Nothing really to report. Wait a second. How'd that training go? Miss Cha led you through an A-rank dungeon, right? That's not normal.
It was certainly something.
A fast something. Our entire squad was struggling against an A-rank beast.
Oh, it's the...
Then Miss Cha slayed it in a flash.
Wow.
Made it look like it was no big deal either.
I wonder how often S-rank dungeons appear.
Guildmates aside, think of how fortunate we are. The guilds we joined are the best of the best. We're in the big leagues, ladies.
That's very true.
Guess that comes with money and stature, too.
Especially with the unsavory rumors I've heard floating around.
Rumors like what?
Strike teams with suspiciously high fatality rates.
Yeah, right? Like, how do they not get investigated?
Your friend is dead.
You murderers!
Is he, though?
How could I have forgotten? It's survival of the fittest in this world. This world filled with violence, deception, and betrayal. How could I?
It does want them to... It does want him to kill them. Oh, man. He's losing it.
I got numb to it. Careless, overconfident, delusional.
That's a really bad penalty. Heart will stop.
This isn't coincidence or charity. The system wants me to live. It wants me strong.
Gosh, you sure know how to take a hit, don't you?
I think I get it now. If the system is bent on using me, I'm just gonna have to use the system.
Q1, you
Guess
idiot.
that's one
You
way.
shouldn't have held back.
Yeah. Held back. Uh-huh.
The weak always lose no matter what.
Somebody get this guy a medal. The weakest hunter of all mankind understands.
I do. Your crew must understand how it works too if you're saying that. You hunt and hunt. So now I want to know if the hunters are ready to be preyed upon.
Hey, boss. I'm gonna handle this one. Okay, listen up, pal. You need a reality check. Are we ready to be preyed upon? And just what can a jumped-up little E-rank like you even do?
About to find out.
You're the weakest hunter of...
Oh, God. Oh, man. I thought he just cut his throat. That was the whole head.
That's one down.
Junte!
What the hell, man? When did he draw that dagger?
Arrogance aside, Junte was stronger than him. How can an E-rank kill a D-rank?
You're about to find out.
I just killed somebody. A person. Even if I say the system made me do it, I still ended a man's life. But it's either their lives or
Complicates
mine.
things.
So I can't back down now. Because it's only the strong who survive.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Shit, what kind of E-rank moves like that?
Yep. Debuff.
Right.
Wow. Oh.
Die!
Eesh. Oh. That's sick.
He's so strong. And he seems even more powerful than when he fought the dungeon boss.
You killed all 5 of my men within seconds. You kept your true strength hidden from us. Though I'm C-rank like they were, my reinforcement sets me apart.
Does it? That's cockiness.
Mr. Huang, you're impressive. But I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you.
This is gonna come.
Oh.
You see, I've been leveling up this whole time.
We just told him.
What just happened? Wait! Even a monster like you has to have a heart, so show mercy and spare me! You can take every mana crystal and essence stone this dungeon has to offer. In fact, I'll pay you on top of that!
You tried to kill me 3 times, didn't you? And now you want mercy.
Yes, but for yourself.
Wow.
You'll never get away with it if you kill me here.
What happens in a dungeon stays in a dungeon.
Bastard! If you had any idea who my younger brother...
Doesn't care. Oh, poor kid. Oh man.
Boss dead, the gate's closing.
We have to go.
So all 4 C rank hunters plus 2 D ranks died in action, and the only survivors were a D rank on his first raid and some rando E rank?
I know it sounds crazy, but it's true.
I believe you.
Oh, do you?
Your blade. It's the Maya Company's Callium.
Oh.
Rewards for slaughtering people. The murderous intent skill. Cuts enemy abilities by 50% for a minute.
Damn.
Yeah, of course he'd live if he
That's
had
nice.
awesome equipment. You must have been the hero of this tragic story. Well, this E rank hid and let you handle everything by yourself.
Yep.
Am I right?
That's what happened.
Is there anything wrong?
No. I was just thinking. I'm glad I gave her that umbrella.
Oh. You have a sister even still. That's a jacked dude. Alright guys, so we just finished solo leveling episode 6. It was a great one. It was a really cool fight. First we got the fight with Jinwoo and the spider, and we really got to see him go all out for the first time since he's really leveled up and become this new person. It looked like it was still pretty difficult for him, so I'm gonna guess he's at least at that time, he was at roughly a C rank. And it even almost defeated him. But in that moment, he had, I guess, saved up enough rewards to have a full recovery. And he used it in that moment and was able to get the upper hand on the spider and take him out. So it is cool. He can, I guess, as he's doing all these quests, he's getting all these rewards, and he can kind of stockpile them for when he does need it, which is very, very MMO feeling. Like, I can't tell you how many times I would do that in MMOs or any other really RPG style games. Sometimes though that would cause problems. I think you do this in a lot of MMOs where you stockpile things and you don't use them because you feel like eventually you'll really need them, and even maybe when you might need them, you're like, you're still hesitant, right? You're still like, do I use it in this moment? But I think it's a little bit easier to make that decision when it's actual life or death situation like Jinwoo was in. So anyways, he used the full recovery, got the edge on the spider, took him out, much to Jinho's surprise. And I guess Jinho said he's probably a fake leveler, I think is what he called them, which are a thing, I guess. It's some people have so much magic control, they can seem like they are lower level than they actually are, and so they fake out the little mana crystal thing that measures your mana, and you can come out as a E rank even though you're much higher level. So it makes me wonder how many more of those people are in this world. Will we get to see them soon? Somebody that Jinwoo thinks is also really low level and weak, and then he fights them, and oh my god, like lo and behold, no, they're actually equals or something like that. That would be really interesting to come across. But yeah, Jinho is just terrified of him at this point, right? He's just like, he witnesses him take out the spider, and then of course, after he does that, the gang comes back, surprised to see that these two are still alive, but they sort of chalk it up to Jinho's gear, his special gear, the very expensive gear. It's like, well, I guess, they were able to take it out because of his fancy gear. And then they offer him the chance to survive by killing Jinwoo. But I could tell, he's just Jinwoo's such a good guy that there's no way he would ever do something like that to someone. And of course he didn't. He decided to stand up for Jinwoo and defend him, which was, again, great to see. That guy, he is the MVP so far. Jinwoo, right? He's brave. He was brave as well when he was weak and willing to stand up for people. But Jinho also seems to just be one of those pure-hearted guys and will do anything for good people. So the game decides, well, I guess you're both dying. And as they approach Jinwoo, he just starts taking them out left and right. And it's one of those rare, fun moments you get in anime, or I've seen it in films before, where you come across somebody that's unsuspectingly strong, and it surprises everybody. And it's such a fun, adrenaline pumping moment when you see the look on everybody's faces when they realize they've been outclassed. And that's exactly what happened to these guys. He just took them out without even breaking a sweat, basically. And to the point where the last guy just started begging for his life. He mentions his brother again. This is the second time he's mentioned him. We don't really know yet who his brother is exactly, but he seems like an intimidating guy. Maybe he's a high rank person, like, because he does seem like he said he was the younger brother in the last episode, and that it seemed like his younger brother had all the prowess, I guess, and he was trying to make a name for himself to match his little brother. So it seems like his little brother is a big deal, a big name, probably a high rank, like an S-ranked hunter or something like that. So it will be interesting, the fact that Jinwoo's now killed the older brother. So I'm sure the younger brother won't be too pleased when he finds out his older brother died in this dungeon. Now, I don't know that he'll necessarily blame Jinho or Jinwoo, because there's not really any real evidence that suggests that they did anything, or what happens in a dungeon stays in a dungeon, right? So nobody else will really know what happened to his older brother. He won't know that Jinwoo killed him. Maybe there's a way he can find out and has a vendetta against Jinwoo. It'll be interesting to see how that resolves itself. But yeah, guys, this seems to be a very action-heavy episode. There wasn't a lot of plot development necessarily. It was more just finally getting to see Jinwoo just unleash his true strength. And that was really, really fun to see. We did get a little bit more insight into Jinwoo's mental state, I guess, at this time. It even further pushed this concept and idea that he feels so strongly right now that only the strong are deserving of power and status and all of that. And he's starting to, it really feels like he's starting to just slip. He's letting the power corrupt him. He's letting this all get to his head a little bit too much, it feels like. Now, granted, once he took them all out, he was really kind to Jinho. It's not like he was just, he turned into some evil son of a bitch or something. He still was kind in himself, and he even thought of his sister at the end of it with the rain. So I don't think he's totally lost yet, but I can see this path that he's going on, and I can see how dangerous it could really become for him if he just allows this desire for power to completely consume him. Yeah, that's all I got for this episode. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. What did you guys think about the episode? Did you guys also feel like Jinwoo is sort of slipping into this madness and power thirsty? Do you think he'll always remain a kind and gentle person at his core? Or do you think he never really was a kind and gentle person at his core, and maybe this has sort of unleashed the beast within? I could see that as well. That's a possibility. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about it. Also, as always, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so you can get notified when new videos come out. Also, check out my Patreon page. There's a lot of great perks for you guys there. And with all that said, it's been really fun. I enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction.